All right, now I'm going to show you the best way to set up the Merchant Center. But first of all, I want to explain why the Merchant Center is important, so that way you kind of know why this is even an important piece. So first of all, without setting this up, we won't be able to advertise on Google Shopping, which is going to be one of the most profitable places to advertise. Now, to set up a Merchant Center, it's 100% free. Now, what the Merchant Center actually does is the Merchant Center, which I'm just going to represent this box, is what is going to talk to our Google Ads. So the Merchant Center is going to house all of our products. So any products we upload, it first needs to go through what's called the Merchant Center. It's going to get validated. It's going to get checked off by Google's policies. It's going to make sure that the images are the right size, right height. It's going to actually crawl your landing pages, and it's going to make sure that you're following all the policies. So I'm going to make sure I show you exactly how to structure this correctly, so that way it won't affect how you're running your Google Ads. Now, also, your Google Ads is going to be heavily affected by how much clean, pure data you're going to give the Merchant Center, because this is really going to be the core of your campaigns that not a lot of people focus on. Okay, so now I'm going to go into exactly how to set it up. So to get to this page, all you're going to do is just type in Google Merchant Center. You're going to click on the link, and we're going to click on Get Started. And so when we get started, this is exactly what you're going to see. So in order to fill this all out, I want to show you actually one of the more important things is business display name. You want to put the display name of your domain name. Don't put really anything else crazy, but if you picked a domain name that doesn't have any great keywords, you can even add a few extra keywords. For example, we could even put handheld fish finder. We could put this as a display name even though this isn't our actual business name. Now, let's just be kind of simple. We're going to put fish finder, and for your actual time zone, make sure to pick the time zone. Like, you only get one shot at picking your time zone. It's super crazy how you cannot change your time zone after you click submit. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful. So submit. Now, we don't really want updates, and I agree to the Merchant Center. Now, we can actually skip this for now. Continue. And we're going to create our account. So once we are in this account, the next thing we need to do is actually create a product in our Shopify store. But real quick, let me just kind of show you the main tabs. The only other kind of tabs I want to go over that might be important is actually shipping and returns. We are going to create an actual kind of shipping logistics rate because it's very important, but it doesn't have to be 100% accurate. So if I was actually just to create it right now, I usually just go USPS, United States, select a time zone. We could just do Pacific. Handling time, we could do 2 to 3. And this is actually not going to be cross-checked. As far as I know, however long I've been doing this, it's really, this is just so you can put something inside the data. It's not really going to be cross-checked by Google or some random survey. Advanced settings, you don't need any of this. And we got to put a shipping rate. So what we could do is shipping rate name. I like to just do free shipping, all products, order price, and we can do, so what I'll type in here is, we'll just type in $4,000, fixed shipping rate. I'm going to put $0, and then I'm going to put $0 again right here and continue. So this is just a very, very, very simple way to just set up the shipping. I'm not kidding, it really doesn't matter on this. We just need to kind of get it done. USPS, one shipping rate, good. This is just the check mark that they need. Now I want to show you how we're going to just quickly set up our product. So we actually need to go right into here, and we're in our dashboard for Shopify, and you'll see actually on the homepage, since we just created our store, we're going to click add product. So we're going to add a new product, and obviously the product that we have is a fish finder. And so we don't need to actually put any crazy description here, because the way we're going to be doing this is not going to be utilizing this description. We're going to make everything custom by using an app that's going to optimize our listing. So as far as an image, okay, drag this one over here. Now the price that we're going to charge, that's a good question. That's something I would actually have to look up. So I'm going to just go ahead and say $79.95. That seems probably it's going to be a little bit too high, but it's okay. I like to actually put the cost per item, because when we use our profit and loss app, it's going to pull in this data. So I've been doing this forever. I overestimate my cost of goods. You always want to give yourself a little bit of cushion when it comes to accounting. And then of course at the very end, then you'll be a little bit more accurate. But I don't want to play with like paper thin margins or overestimate. I like to be underestimating and be really happy at the end when I see more money in the actual bank account. So I usually overestimate, and I'll even include actually shipping in here too. But we're going to just kind of continue with this. Now SKU, this is not going to be that important. We can actually just put just a random SKU right here. This, because we're going to be submitting our product as a custom product, just to avoid some of the annoying double checks it does for SKU or barcode or any of this. This is completely, it really doesn't matter. We're going to continue selling when out of stock, because we're not going to track our quantity here. This is a physical product. Now, if we are going to be shipping from our house, then we are going to need to fill in the weight, country of origin. We can just put United States, but none of this is really important right now. But I'm just going to go ahead and quickly fill it out. Now, if we wanted to put variants on my actual case study store, I do have a lot of variants. But for this one, we don't need to put in a variant right now. When we get a little bit more advanced, I'm going to show you how we're going to have kind of duplicate products and yes, different variants. But we're going to be using it in a different strategy, which I'll get into very soon.